Hello everybody, welcome back to the DZMC Gaming Channel. I've jumped into our game against JPGR136 and he's been busy with the United Kingdom. So what he did was he took his two tanks and all of his fighters and killed my mini stack here, which kind of threw a kibosh into my plans. I kind of anticipated that, but I'm not going to post this video because I have a feeling like right after I do it, I have a feeling some of my opponents, because they're taking a darn long time to take their turns, I have a feeling some of them might be watching this. And I explain all of my strategies and what my theories are. And so we're going to delay this post a day or so, or at least until a couple of turns have gone by. It's difficult to react. But as you can see, I have a little bit of a predicament here. Took France, took Northwest Europe, build another transport. Let's see what he bought so you guys can see. 6 infantry, 1 artillery, 2 tanks, and 1 transport. Loaded some here. Here, he's going 4. In here, no U.S. presence still. Um, so, I cannot stop him from taking the islands. At least 2 of them. We have to kill this and destroy a block because we don't want him shooting up here because we're not building here anything this turn. We're actually going to leave the island bare for now. We're going to leave everything here, so we're going to build here, fleet here. Now, what he's going to do is he's going to attempt to kill whatever I got here blocking, and he's going to block himself with the destroyer here. My plan is to use this, if he just blocks with 1 destroyer, is to use this American bomber and land 1, 2, 3, kill whatever's here, essentially opening the can or doing a can opener maneuver so that I can take this fleet and kill whatever he has here. That's the plan. Then he'll have islands, but he won't be able to hold them because he's got all he can do to hold them is build complexes on them, and he won't have enough for me to stop. I'll be able to retake them. So the plan is to stage here with these guys and these guys. Now you're saying to yourself, well, why don't I just go here? Well, if I go here and challenge his fleet, actually I could now because he's moved all of his planes. I didn't think about this. So he's moved all of his planes here. The reason I didn't want to go here is because he had all of his planes in his bomber here, and he could sacrifice them to weaken my fleet, and then his fleet would have been able to pulverize mine. If I go here now, he won't be able to do that. So let's see what he has. He has 2 bombers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can bring 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then I'll have a 19 for attack. So 18, 16 against 18. I like those odds. This way we prevent him from taking... well, we'll have to station troops here too. Actually, we'd probably stage all of our troops here. And just sort of back off a little bit here in on the the Japanese western front, for obvious reasons. And this way, my bomb will have a place to land. I mean, he could still land here. Well, yeah, there's nothing he can do to take this. So maybe I don't have to go here, but that's risking my bomber hitting his destroyer block. And if you've played this game long enough, when you really, really need something to happen, it usually doesn't happen. So I watched enough TTG guy games or TTG games to know that sometimes can openers, more often than not, fail. So I'm not going to rely on the can opener. I think I'm just going to bring my fleet down here. destroyer block here, build here, um, and then build here, some combination of subs and maybe a couple more bombers to finish up if the necessity arises or the need arises, finish up whatever might be here. Or to use the bombers to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't use it there. But if I have my bomber here and here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, still can't hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn. They look so close and they look like they could reach, right? But they can't. So, I mean, the bombers can hit the fleet, but they can't hit islands, except the Philippines. That's interesting. I, plus, he's going to have this that can join. If he lands his fleet here, they can join. So I'm going to need to build fleet here and here to kill all of that. If he puts his fleet here, they can't join. So I have to be here. I have to invite the attack. And I haven't run the math, but I think I'm okay. I've got 6 fighters, 2 battleships. I'm going to build a battleship, I think, and another destroyer. So that's 28. So let's look at that. I think we're going to stage in Sinkang. Bring this guy back, these 4 up. Stage here. This way, if he does swoop in with a few units, well, at least we'll have something to counterattack him with. So he can't just swoop right in and annoy me. Let's look at the German situation. This won't be a problem. This won't be a problem. It depends on what he does here. Now that he doesn't have units here, this turns out to be a pretty kind of a dumb move. This he can retake. This he can retake. So again, because of the Med fleet, we might have to temporarily back off as well. Or do we? I don't know, but we'll figure that out when we come to that. Right now, we need to purchase. So I'm trying to determine what is going to be the best purchase. I should probably run the calculation on if he attacked me with this, what would be left over. So I'm going to pause this right here, and I'm actually going to run the calculator and see what would be left over, because that kind of will determine what I want to purchase. So hang tight, folks. Okay, so we're back. Now, so I've looked at this a number of different ways, and something I realized that he's got his own little can opener attack here. He's got a sub and a bomber. If I go here and I just put a single destroyer here, he could use the British to take that out and then swoop right in and kill whatever might be here and use his planes and his 8 units to attack the island. So I did the math, and if I put 2 destroyers here, he could still do it, get super lucky and get that. And he could still do it. But if I build a destroyer here and then units here, so we have to worry about that. So I'm actually going to build seven and a destroyer. Now we have to take this as well, because something I realized that if I don't put guys here he can take this easily. If I do put guys here, I got to make sure I put a lot of guys there. Then he can send these 2 guys, bomber, 2 tanks, and his 6 fighters, and still hit this. So I have to take this out if I want to land troops or my fleet here, which I do. So that being said, um, so we've got 7 infantry and a destroyer. Now that gives us 17 left to build here. Question is what to build. And it's got to be fleet. It can't be troops because I can't go back and get them and come back. All my troops are going to be here and here. Gosh, it's a big risk, but a necessary one. Gotta build something his planes can't hit. So they have to be subs, don't they? Now leaves us with maybe replacing a couple of these guys. 5, 6, we can build 2 units. Tank, artillery, 2 artillery. So 4, 5, 6, 7 plus the destroyer and 2 subs. I think that has to be the build. Appreciate your comments in the comments section if you think that is the right move. So what I'm anticipating is I'm anticipating a can opener. So I have to put 2 destroyers here. So we're going to leave all the fleet minus 2 destroyers are going to be here. We're going to take this out. 1, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Take that out. Land guys here. Non-combat the rest of the guys here. So there'll be 6 guys, hopefully 8 total. But 6 that we'll definitely be able to use to retake any of these islands. If he has, as it sits with this fleet, if I leave my fleet in Sea Zone 36 with the 2 bombers, he has a 28% chance of winning that battle outright. I have a, wait, what was that? I forget, but I think it's a 6% chance of having a battleship and an aircraft carrier and 2 fighters left over. Sorry, 1 fighter, aircraft carrier, and a battleship. No, sorry. It was 1 fighter and 2 battleships left over. Apologize. I had to rethink that. That seems to be the correct move. So 2 subs here, attacking here, non-combat guys here, and we're going to park our fleet here, kill this. Four and 8 is 12. Boy, he can't get a hit back here. I need 2 destroyers here. check it out here real quick. What if I send a sub? So basically have one less sub on the defense. Boy, I don't want to give him this. One less sub. That gives him a 41% chance. Attacker survive 41%. There is a 6.28%, 28%. That's the attacker. That the defender survive. Sorry, an 8.9% that I have 3 fighters and 2 battleships surviving. I don't know how that is, because if you just look at that, it doesn't look that like that. I don't know if the calculator's figuring that out correctly or not, but it doesn't seem right to me. And I'm using the Axis and Allies online calculator from axisandallies.org, I believe it is. What's it called? The Axis, yeah, AA Calc from axisandallies.org. So 2 subs. Or another school of thought. Let me pause it here. I'm going to run some other numbers too. There's another school of thought about not building any units here and building fleet here, so that makes it sort of impenetrable almost, that he'll have to use planes. That's another option as well. Let me just check that out. I'll pause and I'll come back to this. Okay, so I have ran this a bunch of different ways. I think what I've decided upon is I'm going to bring a battleship and a sub to this fight. In case he tries to can open me with the British, I should be able to survive that. Actually, I have 100% survivability of that. I think it's, no, it's not 100%. It's like 97%, 97.8%. Build all fleet here and here. Come down here. But I'm going to be one less battleship here. That gives him a 46%. So it's basically a 50-50 with this fleet against whatever's landing here, less the battleship and 1 sub. I'm willing to give him those odds because I'm going to build fleet here. He's got no transports here. So again, attack this, non-com everything else into here. Lay the fleet here. Battleship sub-attacks this. Stage here. 1 guy here. I think that's going to have to be the play. So, that said, we want 2 subs for here. And we do not want our subs to submerge. Let's check that now. Do not want that to happen. Good thing we checked that. That would have been a huge mistake. And then we want I have a feeling planes are going to die. Planes are going to die last, along with the battleships. Right? Hang on. Double check that. They die before the battleships. What if I have them die after the battleships, but the battleships take single hit first? That might make sense. Because then the fighters can just land on the water, or land on... submerged defenders on too. Not submerged, okay. Okay, so yeah, if there's a fighter or two that survives, so this way I can build a carrier. 2 destroyers, 2 subs. No, I don't think that's the best use of money. I think 3 more subs. 5 and 2. 3 subs, 2 destroyers here. What he has here. And 2 subs here. Battleship sub here. Everything else here. Let's do that. Okay. I am doing it. So we're going to take one of our transports. Pick these guys up. We're going to take a battleship hit. We are going to hit with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Yeah. We are going to take 1, 2, okay, yeah. We're going to take a sub, 1 battleship, 1 plane. The others are going to hit here. So we're attacking sub, battleship, 1 plane. Should kill that. Doubt he gets a hit back. So that'll leave a sub and a battleship here, which is what we want. That prevents the can opener. Mind you, could get a surprise hit. But we'll take the hit on the sub. That should survive. And we're going to non-combat the rest of our guys into South Indochina, French Indo-Thailand. And that's to retake whatever's left over here. Let's hope the calculator is good, but this is such a tight sea battle. They can go any way. Don't like sea battles in this game. Very unpredictable. For here, leave 1 guy here. We're going to non-com here and here. I think that's it. Let's hope we don't get any hits. And that is going to be our turn. Okay. Okay. All right. We've committed. Let's hope our fighters fight like that. Not great, but okay. Take a drink of my beer here. Jesus Christ. infantry carriers. We're going to go here. Okay. He's 7 of 10, right? He could decide to hit this with everything, but we have enough firepower to fight back. I think. Oh. Didn't even calculate that. We should. Especially if he leaves us alone. Or at least severely weaken him, so we'll get him on the next turn. Not worried about that. But that does present some challenges. If I take this, gotta be careful he can't get a Victory City on me. He's not here, 1, 2, he's not in range here. We can take 1 back. Possibly. Okay. That's going to be Japan's turn. Sorry it took so long. Complicated. Like I said, a KJF defense by a competent U.S. player is complicated. I should, in all fairness, I should have anticipated this from when he was here. Um, I'm not sure what I was thinking because I'm in a very similar game with another player, Monkey General, and not sure why I didn't anticipate this. Something was going on in my head. Oh, that's right, because he had 4 transports. I really had to defend one side or the other. I couldn't play the middle, right? I had to defend. So that allowed him to come down here. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Oh, it looks like he's online. I don't know if I want to take another turn on this one. I might. I'm in the mood. Got a couple of beers here. Middle of the week. Let's go with that, guys. I don't think I missed anything. Let's place our units. 2 destroyers. 2 subs. 3 subs. Okay. Let's see what the score is. 201 to 198. Very close. Well played, JPGR136. So I'm going to pause here. If he does take his turn, I will take my turn. And we'll see what happens. So I'll be right back. Hopefully he'll take his turn.